In this video you are going to create this. First we will create this design inside Photoshop, then we will animate it inside After Effects. During this process you will learn a lot of techniques and tips to enhance your animation skills. You will also learn how to use graph to create a smooth animation inside After Effects. So let's get started. First of all, we will create this scene inside Photoshop and then we will animate this inside After Effects. So it's very easy, and here you can see here are a lot of layers that I have created over here. I have different backgrounds, and here you can see you can change different kind of backgrounds at the same time. So this is very amazing. We will learn from scratch, so let's get started. So first of all, go to the website which is free pick, and from here search the bottle. Which do you like? What I will do, first of all, take a screenshot of any kind of images. For example, I will take a screenshot of this image. Press shift window key and press S and take a screenshot. Okay, and save them on your desktop. That's simple. After that you need to go to the Copilot, Microsoft Copilot. With this help you can generate unlimited images. So it's very easy. So I have already generated one images, and here you can see it's very super simple. First you need to log in. After that let's come over here and click plus icon and upload images. From here you need to upload the images. After that type a command. Simply type here create an image like this, same to same, and hit OK. It will take some times and it will create this image for you as same to same without no copyright. And here you can see I have already created one image, and here you can see. Okay, it's very super simple, and check it now. After that what I will do, simply click over here and download it and save it onto the desktop. You can also erase the text from the bottle. Just type here erase the text from it and keep it same to same. It will do the job for you. Don't worry about any kind of restrictions or copyright. First open the Photoshop, go to files, new, type here 1920 by 1080, resolution 72, and click create. Now you have brand new file. Okay, let's import your assets inside Photoshop file and hit OK, and simply click convert to layers. So now you can easily remove its background. Click remove backgrounds. So it will automatically remove the backgrounds, and you can more refine this easily. So how you can refine, simply select this option and you can come over here, select and mask option over here. Okay, and you can increase little bit feather, or you can a little bit contrast like so, right? You can increase shift edge and hit OK. After that simply click on this option, select the mask, and again you can also click select the brush tool. From here press left square bracket like so to decrease the size of your brush. First you need to select the black color on the top and white color at the bottom. Okay, you can shift by pressing X. You can change this color from here. You also need to set the opacity 100 and set the flow around here. You can experiment all of these. Now refine the edges with carefully. Now it's done. After that you need to right click and convert to smart object. You can also hide this from here to see the backgrounds. First of all select this layer, go to filter and camera raw filters, and from here I will make some settings. From the light I will increase little bit light for more shining, and also increase the contrast like so, and make some color settings. You can apply this color like so. So I will apply little bit warm color. So increase the vibrance for more realistic dynamic effect. Let's go to grain, and from here increase the little bit texture and also clarity and also dehaze option, and again go to detail section, and from here increase the little bit value of sharpening and noise directions and color noise reduction, and hit OK. Okay, this is our final product. You can also hide the filter from here. This is before and this is after. First of all hide this layer, create a new layer, and I will double click over here and I will call it background page. Okay, and place it behind this our bottle layer, and select this layer. While selecting this layer go to option here, and from here select the solid color, and you can select different kind of colors, but from here I will select this one. Maybe this one is good. Okay, you can also turn on this image from here. Then you can double click over here and select this color from here. Okay, like so, and make it little bit darker. Hit OK. After that, again I create one more other layer, and again select the brush tool, and from the color you can again select the same color, and at this time I will select bright color. Okay, by pressing right square bracket you can increase the size of your brush like so, and type over here, only single click. You can set the opacity 100 and flow 79. So now let's import your sunlight reflections and place it like so, and select this layer. While selecting this light layer, go to blending mode and change it into screen. Select this layer and convert it to layers, and here you can see little bit edges, so I need to define these edges from here. Select the brush tool and set the opacity 100 and flow around here, set the opacity around 50. You can change the color first, make it black totally, and select this layer and click mask. Then select the mask and you can erase this shape from here. Erase the edges from here like so. Okay, let's support another assets. That's very simple, and simply select your assets. Okay, and drag and drop like so into another place and drop it over here and place them like so. While holding alt, you can simply drag and drop all of these assets like so. Now select this one and also do the same all of these and drag and drop over here like so. Select this. While holding alt you can drag and drop over here. So it's very simple. While holding shift you can resize like so. Okay, all of this asset, hover your mouse and you can rotate it like so. Okay, hit OK. While holding alt, drag and drop all of these assets over here. Okay, simply right click and select the orange copy, press Ctrl C, copy, go to new layers and click over here, press Ctrl V, so it will come over here. Right click, select the orange layers and you can move it from here. That's very easy. So in the last I will drag and drop only this layer, hit OK. While holding alt you can click over here to make it single. After importing this image, simply right click and convert to, you can also make it rasterize, and then go to channels, select the blue channels. Okay, then go to images, then go to image section, adjustment, and from here select the levels. Okay, you need to make it completely black like so. Okay, from here then hit OK, and then you can click on this option selection, so it will automatically select the black part. While selecting mask alpha you can click over here. Let's come over here back, and while selecting this layer click mask. Okay, and select this layer, press Ctrl I to invert this mask, and you can refine some edges from here. So for that, simply while selecting this mask press B, or you can go over here and select the brush tool. Okay, and left square bracket to decrease the size of your brush, and make sure you are selecting on the black color on the top, and also increase the opacity 100 and flow 100 and raise some points from here. Okay, so everything it's looking very good to go. While holding alt you can click over here, bring it all of this back and scale it down and place it over here and rotate it. You can also turn off all of these guidelines. Go to view and here is the extra option. So now I will try to color match all of these. First select this orange and click over here, and from here select the hue and saturation, and from here from the drop down menu select the yellow color because I want to match this yellow color. Okay, orange yellow, and move this like so. Okay, and here you can see first you need to click on this option clipping mask, so it will work only on it, and now we have same color. Again select the other one which is our orange copy and do the same over here. You can also by selecting this you can also press Ctrl U. Okay, and you can see this option over here. From the drop down menu select the yellows. Okay, and make it yellow like so. You can also select the color from here like so, so it's looking great. And now how you can make it blurry, select this leaf, go to filter, blur, and you can apply motion blur from here and decrease the motion blur value from here. It's looking great. And here is some more options. Also select this one and again go to filter, blur and motion blur and apply some values over here. Okay, because I want to main focus on it, simply select this layer and while holding shift and decrease its size like so. Let's come over here again and select this assets and drag and drop it over here. While holding shift, decrease its size and place it over here. And you can also color the mesh. Simply select this one, press Ctrl U, and from the drop down menu select the yellows color and you can select this color like so. Okay, you can match its color like so. Okay, let's come over. Now we have this kind of scene over here. You can add different kinds of background behind this layer. Select this layer and simply right click and merge this layer. Okay, select this layer, press enter, double click over here and call it BG. Again I will create another background. Select this layer and create another layers. Come over here, go to solids and select the different colors. So at this time I will select this green color, maybe this one is good. Again create another layer, click over here and press B for brush tool. You can also select the brush tool from here and right scale blacker to increase the size of your brush and make it larger like so. And also select the opacity 100 and set the opacity around 50 to 60 and set the flow 100 and smoothness around. And again you can select the color, more brighter color like so. Okay, and hit OK. Again decrease the opacity value and again hit over here and change the background color a little bit more dark like so. So now it's looking perfect. Again select both of these layers while holding shift and right click and merge layers and double click over here and call it BG2. So now we have everything ready to go and here you can see. Select the top one and while holding shift select all of these. Now select all of these layers. Press Ctrl G for group and again press Ctrl J to duplicate of it and right click and convert to smart object. Now we can easily apply the camera filter on it. Go to filter, camera raw filters, and from here I will apply some filters on it. Let's go to light. You can increase the light or you can increase the contrast. Okay, so I will make some vibrance. Click on this option, vibrance, and also you can increase the warm temperature from here. Go to effects and from here you can increase dehaze, clarity and textures, and in the detail options you can increase the sharpening, noise reduction and color reductions from here, so that will look very nice for you. Okay, so it's looking very great and hit OK. So this is our before and this is our after. So now convert all of these layers into smart object, so it will more easier for us to animate in After Effects. So first of all, convert all of these layers into smart objects. Simply select the top one and also this one and convert to smart object and double click over here and call it orange and rename all of these layers same to same. Okay, and do the same over here and also convert this light into smart object and convert every layers into smart object like so. So it will be more easier for us to animate our object inside After Effects. After converting every layers into smart object, now it's ready to go inside After Effects. Let's animate our projects. Okay, so I will not animate this project. I will animate only this design inside After Effects. So now we have successfully created our design in Photoshop. So let's animate it into After Effects. Let's open the After Effects. First of all, open your After Effects and here you can see I have already created the one project of this file. So how to create this animation inside After Effects? So let's get started. Simply drag and drop your asset file over here and from the drop down menu you have to select the composition, retain layer sizes and also select the editable layer styles. Hit OK. Simply drag and drop this folder inside bottle 2 and also this one and also this one. Okay, and here you can see we have all layers of Photoshop. You can see every layer by double clicking over here. You can check every single layer from here. Okay, This is our main comp juice bottle 2. Double click on it and it will open this composition for you. I am using standard layout. You can also use this one. Simply click over here and it will open this for you. Press alt / to fit this comp in the composition. Right, so from here I will move this oranges from here. Press Alt to delete. I don't need this. I will import another image which is over here. Place it over here. Okay. Select this layer, press S and scale it down and put it over here. Okay, and right click and transform and change the vertical positions and press Ctrl D. Duplicate this one and also move it to the other side like so. Then right click, transform and click flip horizontal like so. Okay, and put it over here. First what I will do, select all of these layers except the background layers. First select the first one and by holding shift select the last one and move them forward like so. Okay, and here is our green backgrounds. So first I will use this one. So double click over here. So I will call it green background. Okay, so put this background upside and move it forward like so. Place it over here. At the beginning I will create some text which is our orange juice, and here you can see at the beginning always press alt / to fit this comp like so. Okay, here is the text orange juice. Let's come back, juice bottle 2 composition, and from here select the selection tool, select the text tool and type here orange juice. Select all of these text and increase the size from the panel like so. You can also select the title save action from here like so. Okay, and make this capital like so. I am using the Anton font from here. Select this text layer and move it down and place it over here underneath this layer. Then select the text layer, press Ctrl Alt Home to set the anchor point in the middle. Again press Ctrl Home to set this text in the middle. Here I will create some scale animation. Simply select the text, press S for scale and add the keyframe. Click on the stopwatch to add the keyframe for animation. Move it around 15 frames over here and again add another keyframes and set the value 0, and again select both of these, press F9 for smooth animation. Let's go to graph editor, select both of these handle, click fit selection to view and create the graph. Make the graph look like this. Okay, it will create start fast animation and end slow animation. Let's come back and now you can see. Okay, and here I will create the little bit bounce animation around 10 frames, and here you can see around 10 frames, and move this last key little bit forward around 10 frames. Okay, then come over here and here you can see After Effects expression script. You can get it from the description below and copy this expression code from here. Then go back and let's go to use bottle 2. Hold alt left click on the stopwatch and paste over here, and here you can see our code, and let's play and watch. Now you can see we have this kind of bouncing animation. You can also increase its speed by clicking over here, and you can increase the frequency or you can increase the decay option. So I will increase the frequency so it will create more bouncing. Okay, and here you can see. So I will set the frequency around 4. Let's play and see. So in this way it will create more bouncing effect. Okay, so I will set it around 3. This is perfect for me. Press Ctrl S. Let's come back, and the next option here you can see I have created this transition. So next I will create the transitions, so which is very easy. Let's come back, Juice bottle 2, go to tools and from here select the ellipse tool. Let's go to tools and from here select the ellipse tool. Make sure any kind of layer is not selected. Then create a circle by holding shift, hold shift and create a circle. Okay, and go to fill and select the color white. I don't need the gradients. Come over here, from here select the solid color. Okay, then press Ctrl Alt Home to set the anchor point in the middle. Then press Ctrl Home to set this shape in the middle of this comb. Okay, what I will do, simply I will create the scale animation over here. Simply select this shape layer and drag and drop it over here. Then select this layer, press S and scale. Okay, one thing I have forgot, I wanna tell you. Let's come over here and click here. Go to composition settings. From the composition settings, set the durations. And I have set the duration 12 seconds. Okay, keep in mind. Let's come back over here. And this is the circle. And at the beginning, click on the stopwatch and at the keyframe and set the value 0 like so. Okay, and move your playhead few frames forward and again increase the value until this circle cover the all screen. Okay, and now you can see we have this kind of animation. Let's create another circle. Let's go to tools, click and hold down, select the ellipse tool while holding shift. Make sure any kind of layer is not selected and you can click over here and left click and draw another shape. Okay, you can also change the color from here. Again press Ctrl Home and don't forget to press Ctrl Alt Home to set the anchor point in the middle of this circle like so. Okay, it's more easy. And select this layer, move it down. Okay, first of all I will create the mask. Simply select this layer, click toggle switches mode. You can also select it from here. Okay, select this pick whip and parent it to the top layer and also click on this option and move it a little bit forward. Now you can see you have this kind of mask. So I will create the animation over here around at this keyframe. Click on this scale watch and increase its value and at the beginning set the value 0. Now select all of these keyframe, press F9 for easy ease for smooth animation. Let's go to graph editor and again select the all of these point, click fit selection to view and make your graph look like this. So it will create the start slow animation, then go fast and then come back slow. Okay, so it look like more cool and very nice. Okay, and here you can see you have this kind of animation and here I will create the elastic animation. Okay, so it's very simple. Again select the script from here, copy it, let's come back and hold alt, click on the stopwatch and paste it over here. Okay, and click on it and remove the expression from here. Okay, let's play and watch how it look like. Okay, and here you can see this kind of little bit elastic animation that looks so much cool. Let's come back. The next animation is our juice bottle is coming from up to down. Okay, in the middle. Okay, let's come back over here around 1 second and where is our juice bottle? Here it is. Move it down and place it over here and place it behind the transitions over here. Okay, and maybe around at this point simply come over here, select the text layer and press T for opacity value and move it a little bit forward and again set the opacity value 0. At the beginning set the value 100. Select both of these, press F9 and you can move this top layer, mask layer, little bit forward, so it will create this kind of animation. Okay, at this point what I will do, I will place my other layer which is our juice bottle and maybe over here. Okay, and I will create the animation over here around 1 second 15 frames. Select this layer, press P for position value, click on this stopwatch and add the position value and move it a little bit forward like so. Okay, and again at the beginning of this layer and change the Y value like so and move it upside until it will disappear. Select both of these three, press F9 for easy ease and now you can see you have this kind of animation. But what I will do, simply select this mask and increase its value, press S and scale it up like so. Okay, it's looking great. And delete this one and also move it, place it over here. And at the beginning what I will do, now you have this kind of animation. Okay, again select all of this layer and move them forward and I will also create the elastic animation on this position but at this time I will create the bounce animation. Simply select this layer. First go to script. From here copy this bounce expression. Simply right click and copy. Let's come back, go to After Effects, hold Alt, click on this stopwatch juice bottle and paste it over here like so. So you can change the value of decay value. You can set it around 3. Okay, you can also decrease the sum value of the scale value of this bottle. Select the juice bottle, press S and scale it down little bit, maybe over here. Okay, it's looking good and very nice. Then again move your playhead little bit forward around maybe over here, and again select this mask and select this layer, and I will change its name mask. At this time again add the another keyframes. Okay, and then move your playhead little bit forward and again maybe over here. Okay, scale it up like so. Okay, and select both of these keyframes, press F9, go to graph editor and select both of these handle, click fit selection to view, and here you need to create the start slow animation and end fast animation. So for that move this handle like so. Okay, select both is so point, press F9, again go to graph editor and make it little bit look like this. Okay, okay, it's looking very good and nice. Then it will disappear, and when it will disappear at this point what I will do, I will select all of these layers. Okay, and move them over here, maybe around here. This is our BG background and place it all the way down, maybe over here. Okay, now select all of these layers like so, and then press P and add the position value like so. Okay, then move it forward around 1 second, maybe around 1 second. Then you need to select the one by one, select the first layer and move it away like so. Then select the second one and move it away. Then select this one and okay, select, you can also select from here, then you can move it and select every layers and move it away like so. And here is the light. I don't need to create the light animation. Simply click and move it all the way up. Then also select the orange and move it away like so. Then again select the orange one and also move it over here. Okay, and the last one is this orange and also move it over here. Okay, then again select all of these keyframes, press F9 for smooth animation, then go to graph editors and select all of this handle, click fit selection to view. Simply select this handle and move it inward, look like this. Okay, and again you need to select this handle and make your graph look like this. Okay, let's come back, and what it will do, and here it will create the fast animation at the beginning, then it will slow down and it will create the end animation slow. Okay, so let's play and watch. After that what I will do, and here I will create some rotation animation. So for that simply select one leaf and place it all the way up over here. Then what I will do, also place it above, select this layer, press R, hold Alt and left click and type time star 10. So what it will do, it will automatically rotate around its own region point, like look like so. Okay, and here you can see, and again select this rotation, right click and copy expression value, and then you need to select all of other layers like other droplets leaf, like this leaf. Select all of these layers and press Ctrl V. Okay, what it will do, it will automatically rotating its own origin point, look like so. So it's looking more beautiful and great. Then again I will create the wiggle animation. Simply select this tab one, press P and hold Alt, left click on this position value, then type wiggle and type here 0.5 comma 3 and type here 0.5 comma 3. What it will do, This is the 0.5 is the speed and 3 is the angle. It will move around 3-degree angles with the 0.5 speed. Okay, simply right click on this position value and then you can copy the expression value and then paste it only paste all of these layers. Okay, and select this first one, accept this one and select all of these layers, then press Ctrl V. Okay, at this point I will create another animation, so let's come to the other composition. Let's come back to our main animation and here you can see here is the some splash animation. So how to create this splash animation? So it's very easy. Here is the splash video which is over here and here you can see. Simply press Ctrl D, duplicate it and place it inside this folder. Okay, and simply double click on it. Then you need to go and here is the splash. Simply move this playhead time indicator. What kind of splash do you need at this point, and click on this in point. What it will do, it will trim all of the left side of this video. Then move this time indicator, move forward and place it over here and again click on this out point. So now we need only this part of this video. Okay, simply select this video and drag and drop behind this juice bottle. Okay, and maybe place it over here. Okay, but it has the green color. I need to remove the green color from it. So for that, select this splash video, press Ctrl spacebar and search for key light. This is the built-in effect, and come over here in the effects panel, select this eyedropper and click on this green color, so it will automatically remove this color from it. Okay, simply select this layer, press Ctrl X and cut it over. Let's come over here, choose bottle 2 and I need to paste it over here, maybe around here. Okay, press Ctrl V and place it behind this bottle. Okay, now it is when our bottle is coming from up to down and maybe around at this point, and simply select this bottle, press U and select this splash and move it little bit down, maybe over here like so. Okay, so it's looking very nice and cool. You can also increase its speed from here. Let's go to time stretch and you can increase its time from here little bit far like so and move it little bit down like so. You can also decrease the scale value of our bottle option like so. Okay, and then select this layer, splash, press Ctrl D and duplicate it and move it forward and place it down little bit more down, look like so. And let's play again. Okay, it's looking very nice and cool. Let's come back over here and at this point next I will create another animation which is our, I will move this from one position to another. Let's come back over here and at this point simply again add another keyframes. I will move only this orange and bottle, maybe this orange and also this one, then I will move this juice bottle. Okay, and again click on this option which is our position value and add the position value over here again and move the time indicator forward and again you need to change its value and place it over here like so. Okay, and also select this mint and where is the mint, also select this one and also add the position keyframe over here and place it over here around here and also change its position and place it over here like so. Okay, again select all of this keyframe, press F9 for smooth animation. Let's go to graph editors and select all of these handles, click fit selection to view, select this handle and move it and make your graph look like this. So I want and slow animation at this point. Okay, let's play and watch. And here is the problem. What is the problem? And here you can see our this bottle is dancing at this point. So what I will do, around here only select this bottle layer, press Ctrl Shift T and split this layer and again press U. Okay, and also delete these keyframes from here and then you can go inside, uncheck this and and remove the expression value from here. Click over here and delete this expression from here. Okay, so now it will not do the that animation. Okay, and simply you can select all of this point and press F9. Okay, now you can see you have this kind of animation, and move it little bit forward, look like so. Let's go to graph editor and set your graph, make it and slow animation. Okay, that's good. And again let's come over here and I will apply some Gaussian blur on it. So what I will do, select this layer, press Ctrl spacebar and search for Gaussian blur. Okay, so at the top I will increase value, some little bit value over here. Okay, maybe around 32. Okay, and then select this expression, then select this effect, press Ctrl C, copy this one and apply it also on the other one and also this one, which is our orange, this one, maybe this one. Okay, press Ctrl V on it because I want full focus on this bottle. And at the end I will create some text animation. So for that, select the type tool and type here fresh juice. Okay, again select this layer, press Ctrl Alt Home and again select the selection tool and place it over here, maybe around over here. Again select this layer, press Ctrl D and change its position from here, move it downward like so. Okay, again select this layer, press Ctrl D and move it down, maybe over here. Okay, select the first one and go to fill, uncheck the fill and select the stroke and set the stroke value around maybe 8 is good. Okay, I am using Anton Ford, you can also use this one and you can download it from anywhere. Okay, then what I will do, select the top layer, again select this one and type here juice, press enter and move it a little bit upside, look like this. Select this last one and click over here, press Ctrl A and type here try now. Okay, press Ctrl A and decrease its value maybe over here and also uncheck this option, capitalize all caps option, then press enter and move this layer upside, place it over here and also set the scale value around 80, maybe good. Okay, maybe around 100. Select this top layer and you can also decrease its spacing and also select the top text and decrease its spacing, look like this. And here what I will do, first I will create the animation over here. Okay, maybe around at this point. Simply select all of this layer, press, then you can press left square bracket to move all of this layer at this point, and again you can press P for position value and add the position keyframe and move them forward around 1 second. Okay, and again select all of these layers and you can change its position value, move them right side like so. Then again select all of these keyframe, press F9 for easy smooth animation. Let's go to graph editor and then select all of this point, click fit selection to view and you should, I want end animation at the end, so for this you make your graph look like this. Okay, what it will do, it will create the start fast animation and end slow animation. Let's come back and let's see what kind of animation we have. Okay, simply select all of these keyframes and place it over here. Again select all of this keyframe, let's come back and you should make your graph look like this, maybe like this. Okay, you can also make this point look like this. It's looking very nice. Okay, here I will create the shape and here you can see this is the rounded shape over here. So for that let's come over here and go to back from the graph editors and make sure any kind of layer is not selected, then go to tools, click and hold down, select the rounded rectangle and draw a shape over here like so. Okay, and press enter and let's go to color, fill color. You can select different kind of color, which do you like. Okay, I like this color. Okay, you can also select the color from here like this, maybe this one or any kind of, this is look more great. Okay, then you can place this layer behind this text layer You can also press left scale bracket to move it over here. At this point I will create the opacity animation and click on this opacity, add the keyframe, move it around here, and again set the value 0. Okay, and again select the graph, press F9, go to graph editors, and then set your graph look like this. Okay, and now you have this kind of animation. Okay, let's come back. So at this point I want to change the background when this bottle is going away. Okay, so at this point I want to change the background. So come over here, and here is our second background, maybe over here, and place it over here. Okay, so let's see, boom, and let's see, boom, fresh use Trino. Let's come back, and here you can see this kind of, you have the animation. Let's come back, and you can also change its position. You can change the offset of this layer. So for that I am using this Mobar extension. You can also download it, and maybe it has the trial version, and it has a lot of tools, 180 tools, and you can use it. It will make your workflow more fast. Okay, and here is the offset. Click on this offset and simply define the offset value over here, and click descending, or you can make ascending or descending. Okay, and how much offset do you need? I need only 10 frames. Okay, and now you can see your text is coming look like this. I have already made a dedicated video on it, how to this Mobar extension. I have made a complete course about it, how to download, how to install, and it has a lot of function using the selections and every inside tools. You can see it has a lot of tools. Maybe it is keyframings, maybe it is easing, maybe it is composition, maybe create the project files or guides, maybe you have to view problems or expressions. Okay, you can also use the animate in these shapes. Okay, and you can also create some text animation, wiggle animation, text animation, maybe typewriter and text reveal animation. It's very simple. And here is some elastic animation, bounce animation, bend animation, layer, auto fader, wiggle. I have made a dedicated complete video on it, how to use the Mobar extension and how to download it. This is very extremely my favorite tools. Okay, so I'm using few months ago, so you can also try it. It will very helpful. Okay, at the end what I will do, I will again create the transition, which is our here, and here you can see this transition I will use at the end. So how to use it? Simply you need to select this transition from here. Okay, and place it at the end all the way up. Okay, so I will copy this extension from here, press Ctrl C, copy, and let's come over here. You can also copy this extension from here, maybe around here. Select both of these, mask and also shape this layer by hold alt, right scale bracket, trim the right side. Okay, go all the way up, select the top layer, press Ctrl V, and paste our that mask over here. Okay, so what you need to do, simply I will teach you from here. Simply select this layer, press Ctrl C, copy, and go all the way up, select the top layer, press Ctrl V, and maybe paste it over here and place it over here. Then press U and reveal its animation. So simply select the top mask keyframes, and then right click keyframe assistant and simply click time reverse. Okay, so it will create the opposite animation for us, and here you can see, then it will go and disappear. Okay, it's looking very nice and cool. Okay, and here I will create some lens flare. So how to create the lens flare over here? That's very simple. Let's go to layer, new, and create the solids. You can also press Ctrl Y and select the color black. Okay, place it all the way up, or maybe you can place it over here. Okay, then select this layer, press Ctrl spacebar and search for effects, which is our lens flare. Then you can click over here and select the blending mode screen from here. Okay, if you are not looking this same blending mode over here, you can click toggle switches mode, or you can click over here, you can see it over here. Okay, simply select this lens flare from here and you can change its position by selecting this point, and you can move it and place it over here. And let's turn off this title action save option from here. One thing more I have forgot, simply select all of this layer, press Ctrl A, again press A, and simply click on this option toggle switches mode, and don't forget to turn on this blur option, okay, for more realistic and dynamic effect. And at this point I will also create some CC light over here. Okay, so for that simply I need to select my bottle layer, press Ctrl maybe around over here, select this layer, press Ctrl spacebar and search for CC light sweep, CC light sweep, and come over here, click on this option center, then select this layer, press U to reveal our keyframes, and again go to CC light effect and select this point, and here you can see this is our point. Simply move this CC light point at this point because I want the animation from top to bottom. Then move your playhead little bit forward and change its position like so. Then again select all of these keyframes, press F9 for smooth animation. This is our final animation. So how to export this animation? Now press Ctrl M and render this video, and simply select this option from here. Then you need to select the output module from here, and here are some settings. Format, always select the H.264 and channel RGB, and keep the same settings, hit OK. Then come over here and select the output location, where do you want to save this file. Okay, it's very super simple. Make sure this point is selected, then click render. So it will render this video for you in a few minutes. And here is our final result. Let's see, this is our final result, and here you can see. Okay,